Okay then, quite an ambitious video today. We're going to have a look at 100 phrasal verbs. So it's going to be a longish one, but for that reason I'm going to get straight into it, more or less. We have the first question here. 4 options for every question. By the way, if you're getting 100% here, phrasal verbs are still a problem. It's never ending. They change meaning over time. They have multiple meanings, so even though you see it once on this test doesn't mean it will always have the same meaning. But, you know, if you're getting 100 out of 100 here, you're doing pretty well, I would say. So, question 1. While they were on holiday, their house was broken and some valuable paintings were stolen. Right, to force entry into a house is known as breaking in, so passive sentence, their house was broken into. Okay, so I think we should have all got that one correct. Now, if you're an advanced learner, as most of the content on this channel, sorry if you're new to the channel, most people on this channel who regularly watch the videos, I think should have got that one right. Okay, so we've got 100% so far. Okay, whoops, there we go. Question 2, it says, by the way, I've just heard that Sally and Chris have their engagement. Broken into, broken down, broken away, broken up. Right, so they were engaged to be married, and I'm already worried, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have said any of those. I would have said they have broken off their engagement. But when a couple separate, we say they break up. So I guess it would have to be broke up. Yeah, broken up. Normally we say you break off an engagement though. So I think that one's a little bit incorrect. Hopefully there's no more dubious or ambiguous questions. But let's move on, I guess. And we'll look at question number 3. It says, after a bitter discussion, they went... Right, when you attack someone, you go at them. So they went at each other after a bitter discussion. So this sounds like if it was already a bitter discussion, maybe they attacked each other physically, or they started attacking each other personally with reputationally destructive discourse, right? So, yeah, they went at each other. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubts there. Okay, so let's have a look at question 4. Got a dialogue here. It says, the new boss looks a bit serious, doesn't he? I don't think I'm going to like him. Oh, come on, Joyce. Come on, Joyce. God damn it, Joyce. You're always like that. You can't go... Appearances, he's probably very nice. Right, you can't essentially make your decisions through appearances, right? You can't... It's like when we comply with the law, you can say you abide by the law. You can go by appearances, right? Yeah. You can't go by appearances. You can't just make your decisions based on a, trivial aspect that somebody has. No one really believed it when the news came that the Titanic had gone away, gone down, gone out, gone by. Well, this one's really... Is this a phrasal verb? I mean, to sink, we go down, no? So, Titanic had gone down. Yeah, I don't think that's even figurative, is it? So, yeah, very easy one. All right, number 6. Some of these are difficult, by the way, so keep watching if you think it's too easy. I've been afraid of dogs ever since a large canine. Should be afraid of people using words like that. A large canine, me, when I was a child. Went for me, went after me, went to me, went over. Went to me, that's not a problem. Went over to me wouldn't be a problem either. Went over me. Ran me over like a car. Well, I mean, it could be went after me. To sort of chase behind. But I think it means attacked me. So it went for me, I would say. Yeah. Well, okay, so far so good. I did have a little bit of a doubt there. Some of these are a little bit ambiguous, I have to say. Let's have a look at number 7. By the way, Bill, how much did that Regency desk go in the auction yesterday? Yeah, how much did it, another way of saying it is how much did it sell for? How much did it go for? How much was paid for it? How much did it go for? Yeah. Going through these relatively quickly because, as I said, there are 100. So, number 8. The dog went the beggar and he shouted, help. So again, it's attacked. No, went over, went off, went for. Went for the beggar person who begs for money in the street. And he begged for help. Haha. Okay. Question 9, it says, and another thing I'd like to say is that, sorry to, but you're wanted on the phone. It's your wife. Oh, the wife. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, essentially. So, butt in, get through, stop over, go over. Yeah, it's to interrupt. We say to butt in, right? Butt, you can butt with your head. It's to poke, to impose yourself, right? To butt in is the expression. To interrupt in a conversation. Okay. 10. I'm afraid Mr. Brown's been asked to go somewhere else on business. Well, I don't know why they put that in in brackets there. He has been put on, called away, got in, called for. He's been called away on business, right? They've asked him to go somewhere else. Yeah, absolutely. He's been called away. I guess to clarify what it means there. Yeah, because we don't have more context. But yeah, it's clearly called away. If you're called away, yeah, you're asked to go somewhere else. Okay, question 11. By the way, Clive paid a short visit. Yeah, again, we've got it in parenthesis. Clive paid a short visit, but you were out, so I told him to come back and see you tomorrow. Fall for Clive, well, clearly it's in past tense. Fall for is to fall in love. Called by, get by, can't be, obviously. Cut down by. Terrible options there. It's clearly called by, right? Yeah, he called by. He popped in. He called round, we sometimes say. Yeah. Bit dubious about some of these. They're not really well-formed questions, a few of them. But let's see. Question 13. I was just getting out of the bath when the lights went up, went off, went away, went down. Without more context, I'm guessing the lights went off, right? The electricity cut out. There was a blackout. Okay, 14. It says, a bomb exploded in the town centre, killing 3 people and injuring 25 others. Well, another meaning of go off is to explode, so went off. Yeah. Okay, 15. Don't eat that Cheez-Its. Right, another meaning of to go off is to go past its sell-by date or use-by date, rather. And yeah, it's gone off. Yeah. Kind of easy because there are 3 in a row, all with the same phrasal verb, but hey, there you go. That's the way they've made this quiz. Question 16. It's difficult to see through this windscreen. I can't even make where the road is. This came up in a video yesterday. You know, it was particularly when you're looking through fog or something, it's difficult to see, you know, because of difficult visibility conditions. So I can't even make out where the road is. Yeah. 17 says, he had such a strong accent that it was very difficult to what he was saying. Again, it doesn't have to be with vision. It can be with hearing. Make out. It's difficult to understand what he was saying. It was difficult to work it out, make out what he was saying. A sudden draft caused the candle to, this often causes problems, I guess, but no, it's put off, cut off, go out. A candle goes out. Or it blows out, we say. So far, so easy, I would say, no? Question 19. When the meeting had finished, they went the plan once again, right? So they revised the plan. They had a look at it again and analysed it, so they went over the plan once again. Okay, 20. It says, have a piece of cake, everyone. There should be enough to... yeah, this one's a bit more colloquial. So it says, there is enough for everyone to have a piece to go around the room, right? There's enough to go around. Yeah. Okay, 21. Lucille is a difficult period at work right now. Right, she's experiencing a bad time, I guess, at the moment. So she's having trouble at work at the moment. She's going through a difficult period, right? So now the test is picking up a little bit. It's starting to get a little bit more difficult. Yeah, we'll see. 22. I know you've got it, so come on, give it to me, right? I know you've got it, so hand it over. Okay, this isn't so easy now, I think. Some very sort of colloquial terms. Every English person would know these, but I don't know. How well are you doing so far? You all on 100% after 23 questions? Is everyone still watching? It's a long one. So far, so good. We're going to do it in under an hour, definitely. Could you hold a minute? I'll be right back. Yeah, could you wait a minute? Could you hold on a minute? Yeah. "24 says, I'll have to now. I'm afraid there is someone at the door." Right, yeah, so I'm speaking on the phone to you, and I'm sorry, I've got to go. I've got to hang up now. I'm afraid there is someone at the door. Typical excuse in the past. Of course, people just keep their phone on now, don't they? But in the past, you'd have to put the phone down and go and answer the door. You remember those phones with wires? I sure do. Yeah, I have to hang up. Sorry, speak to you another time. Well, we're coming up to the quarter-way mark, and I guess starting to get a little bit more useful at least. Gets more difficult. It's going to get more difficult. Now, James, are you quite sure that I'm not putting you... Right, so it says in brackets, putting you to any trouble. Right, yeah, so this is a very common expression, which is exactly what it says there in brackets, you know, causing you any problems. Are you sure it's not a problem? Are you sure I'm not putting you out? We often talk about parts of your body as well. For example, if you strain your back, we say, don't put your back out. We say that ironically a lot of the time, you know, when somebody's being lazy, we say, oh, don't put your back out, you know, when they're not pulling their weight, let's say. Okay, 26. When a fire, at least 10 priceless paintings were completely destroyed. Now, when a fire started, right? When it started and it started to spread, when it broke out, talk about an outbreak of a disease as well, don't we? So when something breaks out, it starts and gets bigger and expands, and yeah, a fire broke out and it destroyed the paintings. Right. 27 says, the 3 prisoners who jailed last weekend have finally been recaptured, who broke away from, broke out of, broke up into a prison break. Something I've never seen. Yeah, they broke out of jail last week. They escaped. Yeah. Okay. So, 28. I took the doctor's prescription to the chemist to be... Oh no, I don't know. Okay, the doctor gave me a prescription to... Oh, what do we do with the prescription? You take it to the chemist. I don't know this one. So you would make out a prescription to someone. You would direct it to someone to be... Make over is to change. Made into doesn't make sense. Make up, I think we say. Is it make up? To be made out. Yeah, make up. Yeah, you make in the chemist they make up the prescription, right? They put it together. The prescription is given to them, and they put all the things together and they make it up for you. No, so they get all the different medicines together. Yeah, God. That's the thing of not having really lived as an adult in England. I came here when I was not even 20. And these little everyday things I forget completely. Especially as, didn't go to the chemist much as a teenager. Certainly not with a prescription. Anyway, 29. My boss has playing golf 3 afternoons a week. Right. He's suddenly got a hobby of doing. He's got into the routine of doing it. So people think of taking up a hobby, but no, it's not exactly what we're saying here. He's started to enjoy doing that. It's something he has is starting to enjoy, we say, I guess. Yeah, so my boss has taken to playing golf 3 afternoons a week. Yeah. Someone takes to you, it means they like you. They take a shining to you. Yeah. Anyway, take a shine to you, not a shining. That's a Stephen King novel. Children usually, after an illness, much more quickly than adults. Pick up, pick over, pick on, pick out. Right, okay, so they get better after an illness. Yeah, when things improve, they pick up. So, yeah, not very common to describe people. I don't think we'd normally say, get better. No, but pick up, I think. Yeah. You get over an illness as well. 31. The police are still looking for the 3 prisoners who escaped from jail at the weekend. Yeah, well, we've already seen that. Broke out of jail. Yeah, this test, a little bit strange at times, but okay, 32. I'm not surprised that Tom and Julie have. They were never really suited. Broken up, of course, they've separated. Yeah. Going on a strange run of easy ones here. Okay. By the way, Sally, I'm 1 or 2 friends on Saturday. I was wondering if you and Peter would like to come too. I'm having 1 or 2 friends. There's 2 possibilities. Only one from the options that we have. I'm having 1 or 2 friends round. We talk about coming over or coming round to people's houses. I often think about it as in the old terraced houses that people lived in England. Now, your options to go to someone's house, because you wouldn't go through the front door, you'd probably go through the back door. You'd be speaking in the garden. They'd say, come round. So you'd have to go out to the back alley and come round the wall and come into their garden. Or you could come over. You could just jump over the wall, couldn't you? If you're kids. Yeah, I'm having some people round. They're coming round to my house. I like that. I like those expressions. 34. Are you sure you aren't holding your stomach? Charles, your waist was 2 inches more than this the last time I measured it. Yeah, he's holding his stomach in. I don't think that's a phrasal verb, really. Just literally what he's doing. He's holding it in, right? He's holding it inwards, right? So he doesn't want to look fat. Yeah, he's holding his stomach in. 35 says, would you, a minute, I'll try to connect you. Would you keep on, stay on, hold on? A minute, I'll try to connect you. Well, I mean, I'll try to connect you. I mean, that could be stay on the line. Stay on a minute, please. Hold on, you could also say more colloquially. I think both are possible. Let's go with hold on, I guess. Yeah, wait. Could you stay on the line? Maybe we'd stay on the line. Yeah, hold on would just mean wait. Yeah, you'd probably say stay on the line. Yeah. Okay. Let's go then. We are on number 36, and it says it's really windy today. So, your hat. Hold down to, hold by, hold. Yeah, hold on to your hat. Don't let it go. Hold on to something. You can do that figuratively or physically, as in this sentence. It says I've completed 35 questions. No, that was question number 36, so I'm a bit confused. But, well, this is a somewhat strange test. Anyway, let's continue. 37. I hope help comes soon, Julie. I don't think we can hold back, hold over, hold in, hold out much longer. Yeah, you might hear this in films, and we talk about how long people can last, how long they can survive, essentially. Yeah, how long they can wait without breaking, how long they can hold out. I don't think we can hold out much longer. Okay, not sure everyone would know that. Okay, let's see number 38. It says, I'm sorry I'm late. I was held back, held down, held over, held up in traffic. I was delayed. I was waylaid. I was held up in traffic. Okay. 39. John won't be arriving until later. I'm afraid his train has been held up, held off, held back, held in. It's been held up. It's been delayed. Strange. Okay. In some parks, visitors are requested to keep the grass, right? To not go on the grass. They're requested to keep off the grass. I'm sure you've seen those signs in places, if not just in films. You see a lot, keep off the grass. Okay. Keep alcohol and don't smoke. Keep at, keep within alcohol, keep away. No, keep off the alcohol. If you're on something, you're taking it, right? If you're off something, you're abstaining from it. So you keep off the alcohol. 42, it says, he kept trying to annoy me, and in the end, I just hit him. Right, so we can say he kept trying to annoy me, but if we want to insist, it's sort of emphatic, repetitive behavior. No, he kept on trying to annoy me. In the end, I just hit him. I thought, what the hell? Let's just hit the man. Okay. 43. I don't know who to trust. Is this question number 43? I'm not sure. If you want to make a good impression, it's important to your colleagues. Keep away. Keep in with, keep out of, keep on at. Keep out of your colleagues. Yeah, you don't want to be in your colleagues, do you? That's certainly not going to give you a good reputation. Cause a good impression. Keep in with. Ah, right. Okay, I think I've got it right. So you want to sort of stay in the crowd. Okay, you want to be one of them. So you need to keep in with your colleagues. Keep up to date with their lives and whatever. Yeah, that was a slightly difficult one. 44. This nuclear power station let a cloud of dangerous gas. Let down, let in, let off, let out. I think there are two possible answers there. I think let off and let out. Let off, we talk about gases being let off, being released. So, yes, I think it's let off. Yeah, okay. 45. Instead of being sent to prison, the shoplifter was with a fine. Right. Yes, they were relieved of their harsher punishment. They were let off with a fine. Yeah. 46. The children had great fun letting out, letting in, letting up, letting off fireworks. You can set off a firework, you can let it off, you can let it explode, right? So you let it off. Yeah, so 3 in a row with the same verb, surely not a 4th in a row, but anyway, you get to see another meaning of it if it is let off again. I've just heard that John Parker, you remember, who robbed a house a few years ago, is being, this weekend, no, I don't think he's being let off this weekend. I think they're going to let him out of prison, right? He's being let out of prison. Yeah. Okay. 48, coming up to the halfway mark here. The dog let a yowl of pain when somebody accidentally stepped on its tail, I guess. I don't know who. Again, not very well worded, this. A yowl of pain. Is a yowl a thing? A howl of pain, maybe, but whatever. Let out, let off, let up, let through, let out, let out. A howl of pain, I would say, but okay. All right, 49. It says, as the doctor arrived to attend to the girl who had fainted, the crowd moved to one side to let him through the crowd, I think. Yeah, to allow him to get by, to let him through. Okay, 50. If you don't know what the word means, you better in a dictionary. So to search for something in a dictionary or online is to look it up, to look something up in a dictionary. Okay, I'm just going to skip through these because until we find some more challenging stuff, if it does get more challenging, which I think it does. Our living room looks the mountains. Looks up to. Is your living room facing upwards? I doubt it. Looks at the mountains. It doesn't physically look at anything, does it? It's not. That would be a strange personification of your living room. Looks to the mountains. Looks onto. Right, so you look out of the window onto the mountains, I would say, probably. Yeah. Okay. Right. Whoa, be careful. There is a car coming. Look out. I'm sure you've heard that before. Look out. Look out. Paw Patrol to the lookout. Got my 3-year-old son saying that every day. And it's rubbed off on me. 53. I'd like to the house before I decide to rent it. Look over, look into, look out, look up. Yeah, revise it. I'd like to have a look round. I guess it's going to be look over, yeah. All right, 54. The paper for news of the proposed strike, but didn't find anything. I looked over the newspaper, looked into is kind of investigate, looked on, looked through the news. I looked through the newspaper. I think, yeah, you went through the newspaper, you looked through. I'd go with look through. Yeah. So far, so good. 55. Was that true, or did you invent it? Did you make it up? 56. I was moving towards the post office when it suddenly started to rain. I was... Right, yeah, maybe you might not have heard this one, but when you're moving towards something, when you're going to something, you can say, I was making for the post office. You could say I was running down the road towards the post office. No, it's clearly D. I was making for the post office. I was going towards it, right? And that was slightly more difficult. So hopefully they get more difficult now. I must get a new pair of boots. My old ones. Aha, right. So they've been expended, right? They've been used so much that they're worn out, right? I've worn them down, I guess. You can say as well. I think you wear something down, it'd be sort of something that gets shorter, maybe. I think with a pair of shoes, you'd say I've worn out my old ones. I think I've worn out my old ones. Yeah, worn out. Yeah. You can wear away. You can wear off. Maybe we'll see those in the next few questions. Yeah, we will. After working all day in the garden, Homer was very tired. He was completely exhausted. Again, he was worn out. Right. 59. Looking carefully, we made a tall figure in the darkness, right? We were able to see, we've seen this twice now, we made out a tall figure in the darkness. 60 says, we must, our minds about where to go for our holidays, right? We must make a decision, we must make up our minds, right? You make up your mind, you make a decision, you decide. Okay, 61. Can you make this prescription, please? Make up this prescription is what you would say to the chemist, right? As we learned earlier. Okay, 62. Some working parents being absent all day by giving... All right, okay, so they sort of compensate for... By giving their kids lots of presents, they make up for... Oh, God, that makes me feel like a terrible father. They make up for being absent all day. Yeah, they compensate for it by giving them lots of presents and turning them into spoilt brats. Well, mine get no presents either. Yeah, they do. Heidi and John had a big quarrel, so a big argument, but later they made friends again. They made up. Yeah. Okay. 64. I don't believe a word you're saying. I think you've made the whole thing, I think you've invented it all up. You've made the whole thing up. Right. It's a little bit repetitive, isn't it? But some useful stuff in with all the monotony. The other day I came an advert for a job you might be interested. Oh, okay, I found by coincidence I came across an advert for a job that you might be interested in, right? Okay. How did you come that cut on your chin? Oh, I think how did you get something? Yeah, right. So how did you get that cut on your chin? It would be how did you come by that cut on your chin? Not a very common expression now. I would say you come by something that you bought, now something that you found and now you've obtained. How did you come by that? How did you get your hands on that? I guess it's come by though. Yeah. Okay. How is the new book coming? Like progressing? How's it coming? How's it going? You know, how's it coming along? It's definitely coming along. How is it progressing? How's it coming down? How's it coming in? How's it coming up? No, it's definitely coming along. I don't care what they say is the correct answer. Yeah. the quiz is wrong, definitely. If you ask how is something coming along, how's it going, how's it progressing, yeah. There are no other options. Let's... coming up, they say it's coming up. How's it coming up? No, I don't think so. No, coming along. I think they've got the wrong answer there. Definitely, yeah. So it's still 100%. I'm not accepting that one. This quiz is stupid. Honestly, listen to me. I'm not being big-headed. That's just definitely wrong. How is something coming along? How are you getting along? How's that coming along? Is it doing well? Is it progressing? Definitely. The policeman told the people to when they stopped to watch the accident. Hurry up, get away, go off, move along, right? The police say, move along, nothing to see here, move along. Well, okay. It doesn't accept anything with along. They definitely say move along. I don't know why they're saying that this is wrong. It's definitely move along. Maybe get away is the option they think is correct. Well, it's certainly none of the others. Hurry up means to... get away means to move quickly, get out of the way. Hurry up is to move faster. And go off, well, it's to disappear, go somewhere unknown. It's definitely move along. Move along, move along. That's what the police officer would say. And say, move along, nothing to see here. So, yeah, this quiz is crashing, I think, a little bit. But anyway, 69. Although she was only 16, she looked a lot older. In fact, she could easily pass, right? So she could easily appear to be 21. She could easily pass for 21, definitely. No questions about that. Okay, we from the hotel early the following morning. We called off, passed out, set off. We started our journey. We left, we parted, we set off early the next day. And 71. Before we start the meeting today, I'd like to distribute some notes I've made about the forthcoming advertising campaign. I'd like to let down, send out, pass out. Well, I wouldn't say any of those. I'd say hand out, or I'd say hand round, but I guess of those options, yeah, pass out. But you'd say pass round or hand out. I would never say pass out. Bizarre. Bit of a strange quiz, to be honest. 72. He stole one of the officers' uniforms and managed to escape by passing himself. Right, so disguising himself as a guard, pretending to be a guard, passing himself off as a guard. Okay. Question 73. All my hard work paid in the end. It paid dividends. I came top of the class in the exam, so it was worth it. I got my just rewards. The hard work paid off. Yeah. Okay. He put 6 rings on the table and told her to the one she liked best to pick off, to pick out, to pick at, to pick on, to choose, to pick out. Right? Question 75. Excuse me, sir, but may I ask how you came these goods? As I said, yeah, when you obtain something, you come by something. How did you get these things? How did you get these goods? Right? Okay, 76. Laughing boy, horse. Okay, right, yeah, the boy. the horse laughing boy. Second in the race at Ascot. Came in, came by, came over, came out. So ended in that position. He came in second. Yeah. He quite a lot of money when his parents died. He received quite a lot of money, inherited. He came into a lot of money when his parents died. Okay. There were so many people leaving the hotel that it took nearly an hour to leave ourselves. So I'm guessing check out. No? Okay. 79. The police will check your story. So tell the truth. We'll check into, we'll check out of, check over, check up on. You know, I think there's a couple there, but check over, check up on. Yeah. To check up on is to see if someone's all right. But it could also be to revise your story. Check over. I'm not sure. They'll check up on your story. Check into your story, not check into or check out of. Check over. They'll check up on. So I think you'll tell them your story and then they'll go and ask other people to check up on. I'm going to go with check up on. No, it's check over. Fuck. That one's definitely wrong. Okay, right. Yeah, so to check up on is to make sure someone's all right. So I'm going to go and check up on my son because I left him in the house on his own. And to check over would be to revise. Yeah, clearly. Okay, I've got one wrong. I'll accept that one. God damn it. But only one, right? I'm not accepting the others. Okay. Question 80. Rosemary, a beautiful necktie for her husband's birthday. She chose, right? So she picked out a beautiful necktie. Okay. Question 81. Do you ever pick up hitchhikers? People doing that at the side of the road? No, because they don't exist anymore. So, and if they do, they're serial killers. So just never pick them up. Insane. Who would do that? Okay. Next one. 82. He still sucks his thumb, darling. Yes, I know. It's strange. I thought he'd have it by now. I thought he would have stopped doing that by now at this age. There are habits that you have as a child that as you get older you grow out of. I thought he would have grown out of it by now. Okay. He ran for the bus, but it pulled from the stop just as he got there. So it left the stop. It pulled up, pulled over, pulled back, pulled away from the stop just as he got there. Yeah. Okay. 84. I tried to keep the latest fashions by going to lots of shows in London. God, it's an awful quiz. Sorry. I know I shouldn't be insulting the website where I'm getting free material. But Jesus, get it together. I try to keep up with the latest fashion trends. Now, stay up to date. Yeah, keep up with. Yeah, very much so. 85. Manchester United's chances of going to the final of the FA Cup were ended when they were knocked by Liverpool. They were eliminated. They were knocked out by Liverpool in the semi-final. Sales were down, so they had to, some of their staff, they had to sack, they had to get rid of some of their staff. They had to lay off some of their staff. Good. Okay, 87. It took the soldier a long time to, the death of his comrade. Yeah, to move on from, to feel better again afterwards. So to get over the death of his comrade. 88. The fact is, doctor, I just can't, this dreadful cough, I can't get out of, get rid of. Yeah, I can't get down to, get round to. Yes, get rid of, no? Rid myself of something. It's an excellent story, and in the end it turns that everyone had a part in the murder. That's the result. That's what we find out at the end. It turns out that everyone had a part in the murder. Question 90. The car after the crash, but fortunately no one was killed. Right, so it rolled, right? It turned over after the crash. Yeah, turned over, rolled over. Okay, question 91. In court, she was so upset that she broke out. Broke in, broke up, broke... Well, if you have an emotional breakdown, you collapse, you break down. She broke down, she cried, right? 92. I think I'll have to sell my car. It keeps breaking down. Stopping. When something stops working, it breaks down as well. 93. I think she's coming. Thank God for that. I thought she was dead. She's waking up, right? She lost consciousness, and it looks like she's coming around. Yeah. Okay, just a few more of these silly questions to get through. 94. It took him a long time to come. We're thinking to finally agree to come round to our thinking. Yeah. Birthdays seem to much quicker nowadays than when I was a child. Again, they seem to come round again in this cyclical world that we live in of years and calendars and whatever. Come round, yeah, they come round again. Okay, 96. Sorry I'm late, but I was, we've already seen that, held up in traffic. Yes, Sally, she was... What? I thought you said you weren't going to let Sally go to that pop concert in Brighton. Yes, but Sally, she always finds a way to get me in the end. To get round me in the end, to avoid my discipline. He was going to reply to her letter. To her letter, god damn it, this is awful. But for various reasons, he never managed to actually sit down and do it. He never got round to it. Number 99, it was a very difficult problem, one which no one could see a way of. Well, you get round a problem. It's just terrible. Question number 100. You look very unhappy, Doris. What's the matter? Is something getting you down? Something making you depressed? This test made me depressed. It says that I got 3 wrong. I didn't get 3 wrong. But whatever. Well, now it's saying I got 98 out of 100. When it clearly marks 3 of my answers wrong. So it's just an absolute disaster of a quiz. I got 1 wrong, right? And I think I understand why I got it wrong. Check up on and check over. Yeah, I think I explained that. And I can sleep well tonight, don't worry. See you in the next one. Didn't enjoy that at all. Goodbye.